For the best meat you have ever eaten in your life, go to samsbutchershop.com. Enter the coupon code Triple T when you check out for a 10% discount. Who is sabotaging Joe Biden? Somebody is. Something monumental, relatively speaking, happened in the past few days. And if you're paying attention to the mainstream media in America anyway, you probably noticed this. You know, the mainstream media is the public relations arm of the Democratic Party in America. You should know that already. They just carry the water for the Democratic Party. They make excuses for them no matter what. They justify everything that the Obama, Clintons, and Bidens of the world do, and Schumers. And, of course, those Republicans who act like Democrats, like Mitch McConnell. But this has changed. It's not so subtle. In the last few days, it looks like that a lot of people in the American mainstream media are jumping off the Biden bandwagon. And that makes sense in a way, because some things are just clearly indefensible. When you watch the daily pressers from the White House with Karine Jean-Pierre, and, you know, there's only, that I can see, there's only one journalist that ever asks her any probing question or challenging question at all, and that would be Peter Doocy of Fox News. Now, of course, to be fair, there's probably a lot of really good journalists that would ask insightful questions of her, but they're never called on, or they're not allowed to be even in the press room. This woman, Karine Jean-Pierre, I thought she makes Jen Psaki, her predecessor. Let me circle back to you on that. She makes her look like Einstein. This woman is just a blithering idiot, which means she fits in right well with the Biden administration. She was placed in power, and Biden told us this, not in power, but, well, it is powerful, I guess. But she has her position because she's a black lesbian. That's a fact. I'm not making that up. Biden said that. He was going to put somebody of that position, he was going to put somebody like that in that position. Said the same thing in the Supreme Court. His justice was going to be a black woman. Okay. But Karine Jean-Pierre is just, you almost feel sorry for this woman. Not quite, but almost, because she is in the position of having to defend her boss every single day, and he is indefensible. You can't defend him. I don't know how this woman sleeps at night. I couldn't do it. I could not have this job. She cannot defend Joe Biden, yet that is her task. She is, of course, the mouthpiece for Joe Biden. She is ostensibly speaking for the president, or the occupant of the White House, but she can't defend him. But her job is just got a lot harder, if you ask me, because there has been a coordinated hit put out, if you will, in terms of journalism on Joe Biden, and this is significant. Bear in mind what I said, that the American mainstream media is the public relations arm of the Democratic National Committee of the Democratic Party. They carry the water for Biden. They carry the mail. But this past week, this is what happened in the media. The New York Times editorial board said this. There was an article entitled, "The Challenges of an Aging President." You wouldn't have heard that before now because they do everything they can to cover for this man. But it doesn't end with the New York Times editorial board. Maureen Dowd writes, Mr. President, ditch the stealth about health. Russ Douthat writes, and this is all in the same week, folks. The question is not if Biden should step aside, but how. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are New York. This is New York Times. These are all liberal outlets, liberal journalists. Okay, this is not conservative right. This is not Pat Buchanan, the great now retired Pat Buchanan. Brett Stevens' title was this: Democrats can no longer stay silent about Biden. Wow. Hillary Clinton, the bitter old hag, said that Joe Biden's age is, quote, a legitimate issue, unquote. Now, how is it that you could have such all of these similarly titled articles in virtually the same week, in the same week, virtually the same day, in the mainstream media? All these journalists, these leftists, starting to throw some criticism toward Joe Biden. I mean, maybe a random article like this you could understand, but this is like dropping bombs all at the same time, you know? How do you explain that? I can explain it. You know why this is happening? Joe Biden is being sabotaged, ladies and gentlemen. And it makes sense when you think about it. I'll get to who's doing it in a moment, but it makes sense when you think about it. Because Joe Biden has become, for the Democratic Party, a political liability, if only because of his age. Go look at clips of Joe Biden. They're plentiful. He is obviously mentally incapacitated. He is senile. He is suffering from some sort of mental disorder, be it Alzheimer's or dementia or a derivation of same. The man is not well. He is ill. On the one hand, his medical condition is sad, and it's nothing to laugh at. On the other hand, he's the freaking president of the United States, and he's got the nuclear football. We can't have this. It is sad, but then again, you've got to look at Joe Biden over the course of his adult life. This man has always been a liar. He's always been a con man. Always. This is who he is. He has been in politics for over 50 years, never held a job, never met a payroll, never created a job. He enriched himself by being a politician. So my sympathy for Mr. Biden is virtually non-existent. But what you're seeing here is a coordinated, that's the key word, a coordinated effort on part of the American leftist media, who is typically in bed with Democrats, a coordinated effort where they are now turning against Joe Biden. It's an interesting thing to watch. Now, let's get to the question. Who is behind this? If this is a coordinated effort, who's doing the coordinating? Well, remember what I just said. The mainstream media in the United States carries the water for Democrats, okay? They are the public relations arm of the Democratic Party. They are bedfellows. They are married. They are intimate. This is why you constantly hear and read such scathing media articles and videos of Trump, so critical of Trump, because they're in bed with the Democrats, folks. It's the same thing. The media and the Democratic Party, it's one and the same. The media gives voice to what the Democratic Party wants you to hear. And of course, they also have a way of making heroes out of Republicans who love to do the bidding of Democrats, such as Mitch McConnell and Mitt Romney. Who is behind this? Well, it's like asking who shot Kennedy. You don't ask who, you ask why. Who stands to gain from Biden being out of the picture? Let's just cut to the chase. Barack Hussein Obama is the man who is behind all this. It's as simple as that. I have maintained on this channel that this is the third term of Obama, that Obama is the one whose tentacles are all throughout the Biden administration, that Obama is the one who ostensibly lives down the street from the White House, that it is Obama people who are fully stocked within the Biden administration. People like Valerie Jarrett, people like Susan Rice, people who are loyal to Obama. I'll tell you a dirty little secret about Barack Obama. He and Biden don't really like each other, and they never did. And Obama, who is not an idiot, he's evil, but he's not an idiot. Obama, who is running the show, don't doubt that, folks. I mean, come on. Look at Joe Biden, this doddering old fool, shuffling around, can't string a sentence together. Do you honestly think he's running the United States? Give me a break. No, he's not running the United States. He can't pick up a fork and feed himself. Well, somebody's running the United States government. Yeah, that's true. It shouldn't be hard to figure it out. Obama people, Obama loyalists are rife within the Biden administration. So do the math. It is Obama who is sabotaging his former vice president to get him out of the way. Now, I have come to the conclusion that Biden is simply not going to make it to the election. I think right now that Trump will make it, but I don't think he's going to be running against Biden. So if Obama is sabotaging Biden, and I maintain he is, what is the plan here? Well, the plan is to get Biden out of the way and get him replaced, I believe, with somebody else. So the question would be, who? If Biden goes down, who's next? Kathleen Kamey? Kamala Harris? Biden is a liability to the Democratic Party, as is Harris, maybe even more so. Kamala Harris's negatives are huge. She is not popular. Nobody likes her. And the powers that be in Washington know it, in the Democratic Party. Obama knows it. So what are they going to do? Michelle Obama? Well, the word is that I'm reading and hearing is that she really and truly does not want it. I don't think it's going to be Michelle Obama. Hillary Clinton? Well, Hillary Clinton this week said that Biden's age is a legitimate issue. So, yeah, if you want to say that, Hillary, okay. But you're 76 years old, honey. I don't think the bitter old hag, though she would love it, is going to make it into the Oval Office. So what's the plan here? If Obama is sabotaging Biden, and I maintain that he is, what's the plan? Who are they going to put in there? Well, the short answer is I really don't know, but I think there are some prime suspects out there. I think that the powers that be in the Democratic Party probably want Gavin Newsom, and I think it may be Gavin Newsom. But I think you should also keep your eye on a couple of other names within the Democratic Party. One would be J.B. Pritzker of Illinois, the governor there, a left-wing lunatic. Another one would be Gretchen Whitmer. But whoever it is, it's going to be somebody that Obama can control. Folks, Barack Obama is still around. He is still involved. He is not doing what presidents typically do. You know, Harry Truman just got in the car with Bess and went back to Independence, Missouri. Carter went back to Plains. Reagan went back to California. Obama didn't go anywhere. This man is the unofficial president. He stayed there during the Trump term and did everything he could to undermine Trump. And now he's turned on Biden. I am convinced. And what is the evidence of this? The evidence of this is the fact that the media, in a coordinated effort, has turned against Biden. That should tell you all you need to know. The media in America, they are nothing but a bunch of lapdogs for the Democratic Party and whoever is in charge. All they do is just repuke what they are told to say. They are loyal to the core. It's true of CNN. It's true of MSNBC. If you can stand it, just turn it on and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's no objectivity there. So this is what's going on. There is a coordinated effort in the media, as far as I'm concerned, to take Biden down, and this coordinated effort, I believe, is being coordinated by Barack Hussein Obama. That's what I believe. And I believe that Biden is going to have to resign before the Democratic convention, and I believe that that Obama and his people are scrambling now to come up with a candidate to run against Donald Trump. That's what I believe. I do not know who that candidate is going to be, but they're looking right now, in my ever so humble opinion. Of course, they may have found one already that doesn't have a D by her name. I have maintained on this channel that these people would be more than happy with Nikki Haley as president. These Democrats would be more than happy with Nikki Haley as president because Nikki Haley is ostensibly a Democrat. She is at least a deep state animal. She would be more than palatable to Schumer and McConnell, to Pocahontas and Romney. So it could be that they'll just bring in a sacrificial lamb to run against Trump, or it could be that they succeed in taking Trump down as well and replacing him with Nikki Haley, and then it's a win-win. Nikki Haley versus whomever. Look, this is a lot of speculation. I'm throwing a lot of stuff out there. I understand that. But the one thing I'm sure of is this. There is a coordinated effort now by Barack Obama and his people to take Biden out. I do not believe Biden is going to make it to Election Day, folks. It's as simple as that. Who's going to be left standing? I don't know. We shall see. But those are some names to keep an eye on. Let me know what you think. Give me your comments down below. I appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the Triple T channel if you would. I would appreciate it. This is Trailer Trash Tim. Go out there and have a great Tuesday, everybody, and I'll see you soon.